This was a show we concocted, an autobiographical show called A Couple of Blackguards, and we put on in New York in the late 70s, and my mother came and she sat in the audience, and we were talking about growing up in Ireland, you know, the stuff that's in Angela's Ashes, and his adventures in America and my adventures in America. But halfway through the first act, she stood up in the audience and she says, "'Twasn't that way at all, it's all a pack of lies." And we said, "Well, why don't you come up and give us your version?" And she says, "I wouldn't be caught dead up there with the two of you, I have a reputation." So she was, this is the typical Irish mother trying to make successes out of her sons. But when I was writing Angela's Ashes, I thought, well, here it's a mild story about growing up in the slum in Limerick, and I thought it would be. I was surprised when anybody published it. Somebody told me, well, this book will appeal to middle-aged Irish women disappointed in life. The strongest criticism came in Ireland, particularly among the intellectuals. There was something that got to them, and they went after me, and it's even been discussed in academic conferences, and I've been vilified. There's one professor in Connecticut told me about this, but for some reason it got under their skin. And I think one of the things about it, they haven't been able to categorize me. Is he Irish? Is he Irish American? What the hell is he? Where do we put him? When it comes to anthologizing, what do we do with him? I mean, the English claim T.S. Eliot, and they've claimed Henry James, and the Americans claim T.S. Eliot. So it's no wonder the man died miserably. So the thing is, of course, Toni knows more about this than I do. She's been at it much longer. You have an experience like this, and you have to deal with. You write a book, and boom, it gets on the bestseller list, and people start people have attacked me, walked up to me, and nobody has mauled me or anything like that, but they walked up and yelled at me, and so recently I was doing a talk somewhere, and somebody in the audience asked me about Catholicism. I said, well, they said, "What's your relationship with the Catholic Church?" And I said, "I've forgiven them."
That was terrific.
So you don't know when you write a book that you're going to go on and do. I could retire like J.D. Salinger or Philip Roth and just disappear. But this is a new experience for me at this stage of my life, so welcome controversy.